Okay, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. Bend, oh god,
Okay, wait, can you not get in?
Oh, anime power! Oh!
Come here, let me see that sister.
Alright guys, I'm back from the dead, and my channel has gained over 600 subscribers in the span of 2 months. I don't know how it happened, but I guess it's because I uploaded my Apex Gunslinger video. I was expecting like 50 views, but it is over 70,000 views right now. I don't know how it happened. It just did. And now my YouTube channel has expanded in growth. And I kind of died for a couple weeks because I've been busy with college applications and stuff, and school started. But since I'm done with all that, I can start beginning content again. I'll try to upload like once a week or something. But yeah, enjoy. So it all began when one of my colleges recommended creating a film for my applications. So I decided to go with a Thomas and Friends episode with the character named Duck. Duck is one of my favorite characters in the series, so I picked an episode with him. The episode is Season 2, Episode 14, A Close Shave for Duck. The reason I picked this episode is because it was one of my favorite Duck episodes in the Thomas and Friends series. I also love the thrills of the chase scenes in this episode along with the crash scenes. Now let's move on to part 2.
Holy fuck.
The episode opens up with Duck sad about Diesel telling lies about him and making the Fat Controller and all the other engines dislike him. Edward cheers Duck up by asking him to help with his freight cars up the mountain. After saying goodbye and rolling down the hill, a whistle can be heard. Edward's freight cars have come loose and are rolling towards Duck. He soon slows down enough to catch the cars and begins to brake, but ahead we see James pulling out of the station. We think they're going to collide, but Duck switches into a siding and crashes into the barbershop. Soon the Fat Controller walks in and thanks Duck for stopping an even worse accident that could have happened. Duck is happy about this, and all the engines whistle to thank Duck. For this section, I'm going to play my LEGO remake of this episode. Enjoy.
Duck, the Great Western Engine, puffed sadly to Edward's station. "It's not fair," he complained. "Diesel has been telling lies about me and made Sir Topham Hatt and all the engines think I'm horrid." Edward smiled. "I know you aren't, and so does Sir Topham Hatt. You wait and see. Why don't you help me with these cars?" Duck felt happier with Edward and set to work at once. The cars were silly, heavy, and noisy. The two engines had to work hard, pushing and pulling all afternoon. At last, they reached the top of the hill. "Goodbye," whistled Duck, and rolled gently over the crossing to the other line. Duck loved coasting down the hill, running easily with the wind whistling past. Suddenly, it was a conductor's warning whistle. "Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!" laughed the cars. "We've broken away! We've broken away! Chase him! Bump him! Throw him off the rails!" they yelled. "Hurry, Duck, hurry!" said the driver. They raced through Edward Station, but the cars were catching up. "As fast as we can, then they'll catch us gradually." "Oh, glory! Look at that!" James was just pulling out on their line from the station ahead. Any minute, there could be a crash. Duck put every ounce of weight and steam against the cars. "It's too late!" Duck groaned. He veered into a siding where a barber had set up shop. He was shaving a customer.
After watching the LEGO remake, I'm sure you saw some goofs. In this section, I'm gonna go through all the goofs I made while making this film. In this scene, we can see the image slightly tilted. In this scene, we can see half the roof of the freight car slightly missing. If you look to the right, we can see Bins holding the backdrop of the scene. In the original video, we can see Duck smiling here, but in my remake, Duck is sad. That is because I forgot to replace the face. In this scene, you can see a whole ass phone just sitting there. The reason why I didn't retake it was because I already put away the scene when I realized this. If you look to the left, you'll see the grass hill slightly fall. You can also see a door to the Krusty Krab. Same thing again, you can see Bins holding up the backdrop. You can see the edge of the table with Bins below it. Here, you can see a crack in the Legos. The track ends at the front of him. There are also Bins peeping through the hole in the station. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's something different than what I regularly post, but I wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you again. See you next time.
Yeah, we're not doing this anymore as well.